Well, good morning, crew. James Rice coming at you a little earlier today, 8:30, as I have a 9 a.m. huddle. And when the community, my mentors, are doing a huddle call at 9, then I adjust my schedule because I don't want to interrupt them. All right, let's let this live fire up. Jen, how the heck are you? Hope you're off to a good start on this Wednesday morning. As you know, myself, as I'm chatting with all of you, I'm looking outside because it's unbelievably beautiful. And if you read my Rice and Shine this morning, people, a piece that's important is, what are you telling yourself? What kind of picture does that self-talk create? And what kind of picture are then you trying to counter it with so that you create so that then you create a picture that's going to feed you and help you grow. And it's funny, my friends have been teasing me as I feed the birds. What's up, Tammy? As I feed the birds outside, and they say that I'm getting old as I'm becoming a bird watcher. On the other hand, it's funny how many of them, as they've been watching, they'll be at the house watching the birds. They're like, wow, that's amazing. And once upon a time, there's so many metaphors, I guess, that come out of that I want you to ponder and just take away. Because as you know, I jump on my live to share with you what's been shared with me and then just pass it on. I'm not claiming to be a guru, a mentor, your leader. I do feel a responsibility because many of you are in my community, and therefore I feel like I simply need, at the very least, need to equip you and give you opportunities, not manage you. Okay. So it's interesting watching the birds outside because at first, I'm wanting to track the quail and no, not to shoot them. It's funny. Friends ask you to shoot them. Who the heck? I guess lots of people would, but who the heck would lure these beautiful birds into within 10, maybe more like 20 feet of their window and then shoot them? That's crazy. But check this out. Imagine this. Part of this, and apply this to your life. I knew what I wanted, which was quail. And then I thought to myself, maybe bird seed will work. If you go to the store, you'll find out they don't have quail seed. Okay. Jen, thank you for the newsletter. Let's make sure we tell Joletta that I appreciate, in fact, I'll pass it on to her. I appreciate that. So I went to the store to get my bird seed, but as you can imagine, they didn't have quail seed. Now, we can also imagine they didn't have wild bird seed, but I don't think quail was listed on it. So, wow, now think about this. Here's what I wanted, but I wasn't sure what bait to use. And they didn't have exactly what I expected. And I didn't Google how to make quail bait, but I just took a chance and grabbed some bird seed. In fact, when I took up the bird seed to this counter person, they said, hey, we've got our bird seed on sale, which is at least half the price of the one I was buying. So not only was I going to buy a bird seed that didn't know if it would work, I went ahead and bought a cheaper one. But anyway, next thing you know, I got 20, 30 quail in my backyard. So what's my point? My point is, what are you trying to attract? And then will you do a little bit of homework to decide, if I want to attract workout partners, faith partners, a life partner, ketone, small business, home business partners, I need to first start with the right bait. And I didn't want to wait until I had the perfect bait. I kind of knew what I thought might be needed, which is the food they eat, which I didn't know exactly. So I went to the hardware store and looked through what the bird baits. And then I chose one. So I hope that you're doing that in your life, whether you're looking for, again, faith partners, family partners, whatever partners, and you'll make some choice to take some action. What would you do? You would head to the hardware store, whether that's Approve It Huddle, whether that's James Rice, and you would make a choice. You would do something some action based on your information. Does that make sense? So here, check this out. The cool thing is, I also ended up attracting the bluebirds or blue jays they have in San Diego, which are blue thrush, brush, doesn't matter what they are, but they're bluebirds. So, and an occasional squirrel and occasional rabbit. So ponder that. What are you trying to attract? Will you research the bait? Will you make a purchase? Will you put it out? And lo and behold, isn't it amazing what also you might attract that enhances what? My morning view. Little squirrel, little rabbit, a couple different birds I didn't know what they were. Saw a robin out there. I've seen orioles. I've seen some orangish bird. I don't even know what it is. That's how life works. So that's an interesting piece, Jen. And this is a very interesting piece. And the answer is yes, very possibly. Jen asked, will it attract more predators? So let's ponder that real quick. Do you feel it's possible to do more, do bigger and better, create more, add more of the good stuff without adding more of the bad stuff? And I don't even mean predators are bad, because I'll just admit it, as you maybe know, I put most of my leftovers out to attract the coyotes, which are predators, but I also enjoy looking at them. So in my world, on my team, on my crew, in my community, they're all welcome. And you're exactly right, Jen. There is a mix of predator and prey and disagreement and dirty laundry and drama and such. Okay? But that's life. That's life. What's up there, Miss Caitlin Munoz? You're not going to grow your social media without attracting some of what you want, some of what you didn't expect, and some predators. You're not going to grow your business, whatever it is, without attracting some of what you want, some of what you didn't expect, and some of what you don't want. That's just life. You're not going to grow your visibility, your muscles, your shape, a fancy car, without attracting some of what you want, some of what you didn't expect, and some of what you don't want. That's life. You just got to sort and sift them, which actually brings me to another point, is that, what the hell was I going to say? That you're not always going to get, what you're expecting. But it doesn't mean that you stop the attracting. What's up, Cyprian? Man, that makes me think of Africa. I just was at an art show, Cyprian, and I ran by a booth. Gentleman's a photographer talking about Africa. It made me think of you. So I appreciate that. What's up? Good morning, Miss Cherie. So ponder it a little bit, people. What is it that you want? That are you going to sit on your hands and thumbs and not take action? Or are you going to Google it, ask a friend, ask a mentor, ask a person at the hardware store, whatever it is, make the best choice possible, plant the seeds? Because remember, in the month of May, we're taking the April showers and we're making our flowers, making our gardens bloom. But not only our gardens bloom, we want ourselves to bloom. We want to bloom in our faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances, our foundation, our fundamentals. And that's only going to happen if we decide what we want in the garden, find out the best way to grow it, and then give it a shot. You guys have probably seen my plants and my flowers. You think they all work out perfectly? You think they all bloom and blossom and rock and roll? They most definitely don't. But it doesn't mean that I don't do it. And it doesn't mean that I do it with a hesitant heart. In fact, the more that I find that I follow the process boldly and with energy and enthusiasm of what? Researching my options, making a decision, planting the seeds, tending the garden. That's when the growth happens. And you're right, Jen, as you mentioned, Do I get a couple weeds and do I get a couple of the people, of the things that I didn't expect? Sure. But you deal with them and you keep moving on. That's life. I would encourage, if I hear this many times, people say, I don't want to grow my social media because I'm going to get freaks. People, there's no way to get and grow more goodness, a better body, a better faith, a better fitness, a better finances, a better friendships, a better anything without getting some freaks. You understand that? Adapt and overcome. I like that. What's that other one there? You said, James? Morning, friend. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Before I forget, I will mention, hey, if you've seen the flyer, I'm going to be in Washington, Fly Up Friday. The question is, who do you know in Washington? You're sure there are, Jen, but we're either focusing on the creeps and when we get, or we're watching our paychecks grow, watching our friendships grow, watching our foundation grow, we're watching our family grow. Nobody says, holy cow, McDonald's, a billion burgers sold, but they had to put up with freaks. Nobody cares. And the cool thing is, I don't care. I just know that it comes to it. In fact, I'm going to chat this one very much. The more freaks I attract and the more mistakes we have and the more drama I have, I know that it's because my business is growing. I say it all the time. Ray Kroc could have stayed at the one store, made the best milkshakes with the McDonald's brothers, made the best burgers, and everything was perfect and running smooth and got rid of all the freaks. Or he could have, whatever it is, thousands of stores with lots of freaks, lots of mistakes, lots of drama, and become a billionaire. I choose to become me and grow and deal with the freaks, the dirty laundries that come at me. Not drama. People talk about the drama. Drama is simply a challenge, let's just say it's a situation that comes up that's not dealt with. It's allowed to go on and on and on and breed and bleed and grow. You're going to have challenges and differences and situations come up. But if they're dealt with swiftly, as opposed to looking away and burying your head and hoping they go away, then they'll be removed. But if they're not, that's when they become drama. Problems, disagreements are not drama. Problems and disagreements, wounds that aren't healed and addressed, they become drama. And the challenge is, in fact, who was that? I don't even remember who it was. Doesn't matter. They were just chatting. Oh, I know. Someone was contacting someone to help him with the business, and this person's husband wasn't digging it. And then, of course, the person, the wife, was, of course, told the people that they were involved in the community with, the husband and wife, and so then they were upset with this person over here who was doing the contacting. Awesome. And then this other friend who told me knew about it through this person and knew they were upset. Of course, I said, well, what happened when this person, the wife, stopped responding to this person? What happens when this person, the wife, said, hey, appreciate it, but it's creating a little bit of disruption in my marriage. Please don't communicate and contact me. And nip it in the bud immediately. That never happened. That's why it becomes drama. And that becomes the topic of discussion. Why? Because nobody deals with it swiftly and concisely and black and white. And what do? They end up spending their day, starting their day, wandering throughout their day with this happened, what about this, what about this? Deal with it and doesn't become drama. You think I don't get freaks and such hitting my page and meeting me and such all the time? All the time. I find out if they went by ketones. If they do, then they're okay. If they don't, then get rid of them. Let me give you a couple pieces on my book. I'm going to jump off to the 9 o'clock meeting. Caitlin, if you don't have anything to do today, you can come on by. I've got 8 yards of wood chips to move around my yard. That's going to be my little daily activity. I wouldn't even move it, but it's going to get rained on. I feel like I need to get some of the wood chips down so I prevent the weeds from growing. Anyway, let me give you a couple ideas real quick. In fact, I love it that Jen mentioned the weirdos and such. People, let me give you some information real quick. One of my favorite sayings. I met with a friend of mine, or I was working with a coworker, and we were talking to this female like 20 years ago, unbelievably hot. And so it's funny because my friend was taking shots at me and teasing me and sarcasm and taking shots at me. And when he left, I was like, said to my friend, I go, I'm not really sure why he was like that. It's weird because I consider him a friend of mine. And she said, to build the biggest skyscraper in the city, you have two choices. One, you build your skyscraper yourself, bigger or better than the other person, or you simply tear the other skyscrapers, the other person down. Case in point, don't feel like you're getting enough attention. Don't feel like you're getting on the Zooms. Don't feel like you're getting enough love from whoever. Build your skyscraper taller. Don't tear the rest down. Not getting enough love from James Ice, enough communication and contact, or whatever leader it is you want, don't tear the others down. Build yourself up. If I want to get attention, if I want to be on stage, if I want to be on the Zooms, if I want to be on the Beyond, be someone that people want on the stage. Be someone that people want to watch on a live. Don't tear the others down. Don't air your dirty laundry. What's up, Joe Carlson? Hey, appreciate that. Hit me. I don't know if we chat that much, but I'll do whatever I can do to help. Oh, I want to thank Aaron for jumping on my live last night. People, you've got a story, you've got a transformation, you've bloomed, you've blossomed in this month of May with our April showers leading into our May flowers and our May bloom, and you've bloomed in your faith, fitness, family, friendships, finest. Let's go live tonight, 5 o'clock, 5:30. Let's go live and let's share transformations with people. Let's let them see the community that we're creating and ask them if they want to be part of it. More attraction, more attraction, more attraction, more attraction. I'm going to read a couple things for you, and I'll let you go. What are you reading? What are you starting your day with? Mine starts with gratitude. Mine starts with prayer. Mine starts with who do I want to be and where do I want to be? Does it always work out? Not exactly. Oh, if you like the live, share it. I don't know. We might help somebody. If you like the live, share it. Share it with your 4 or 5 crew members, your team members, your besties. Share it to your social media. Give your people opportunities to show up. And like I said, I landed in Washington. Have you invited your social media to say and said, who do you know in Washington? Someone hit me and goes, oh, I was going to invite so-and-so, but they live in California. I'm like, so? I live in California. I'm flying up there. That's too far. It's only too far because they don't believe what's up there, James Rice and the community, is worth the flight or the drive. They'd probably fly up there for a vacation. They'd probably fly up there for a conference. They'd probably fly up there for a boyfriend or girlfriend. The point is, invite them. Okay, invite them all. Let ambition sort them out. Timothy Keller is all about wisdom. Knowledge is knowing and having. Wisdom is applying. Are you applying? Check this out. This is important. Don't gloat when your enemy fails, when they stumble. Do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn his wrath away from them. Okay, so it means don't have joy when someone else has sorrow. When someone who has opposed our views and beliefs in a scandal, it turns out to be a hypocrite, we clap our hand. It serves them right. Gloating is nothing but anger waiting for its moment and enjoying it. Here's a funny piece for the Bible believers. Check this out. First of all, instead, when your opponent fails, examine your own flaws. It's interesting as I'll chat shop with people. At the end of the day, as I watch people come up short and fail, the first thing I want to think about is, what am I doing wrong? Where am I coming up short? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Make sense? So if you think you're the firm one, be careful that you don't fail in your attitude. And check out this. Our Lord and Savior didn't get joy out of our sorrow, but gave us joy through his sorrow. Ponder that a little bit. People, again, read my Rise and Shine this morning. What does it say? Your inside thinking, the way that you're chatting with yourself, the negative, the beating yourself up and bruising yourself for the shortcomings, for what you did do, is going to get you nowhere. Okay? Lift yourself up, have gratitude. I'm telling you, people, your worst day is better than 99% of the world's best day. You're not hunting for water, electricity, and no one killed the only ox that you have in the garden or in the field. Your day is ready to bloom, will you? Okay, one more piece. We'll rock and roll. It's got to be, oh yeah, it's almost 9. Here we go. This is talking about, so now I'm reading Ezra. So Ezra came back from Babylon and was sent to rebuild the faith of the people of Judah. Okay. So they come back, the temple's been rebuilt, and now Ezra's rebuilding the faith. So check this out. Hardship and suffering, along with the direct realities of false religions, drove out of the people their idols. So ponder this a little bit. Here's the question, or here's the thought. The negative that's going on in you, the negative you're around, do you settle in it and let it validate who you are and how you're feeling? Or do you go, oh, wow, I need to turn to that to the gym. I need to turn to that to the iFest. I need to turn from that to get back in church. I need to turn to that to get back in church. I need to turn to that to get back in church. I need to turn to that to get back to my relationships. I need to turn from that, get rid of my junk that's stressed out my budget, and get back to a budget that I can enjoy. Or again, are your sorrows making you shame and blame someone else and validate where you're at? That's what it says. It says, what will your budget, what will your relationship, what will your God, what will your sorrows need to be to get your attention so that you turn back to God, so that you turn back to your relationship, so you turn back to your fitness, so you turn back to your budget, so you turn back? What's it going to take? I will leave you this. It says, seek to be cleansed of self-will. And it says, invite him, God. But in this case, also invite your mentor in fitness, invite your mentor in the business, invite your mentor in the relationship, invite your mentor in your faith to be the king of your castle and to lead you. The negative is going to creep in everywhere, people, but you've got to decide who in the heck you're going to follow. Where are you going to plant your flag? Where are you going to plant your heels? Where are you going to make your stand? And who are you going to follow? I hope you found some value. If you did, please share it. We'll join you later on today. Jump on the huddle call. Have yourself an amazing day. Appreciate each and every one of you.